Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you whenever you will be watching this video. My name is James Shelton, and I am your instructor for Theology 301, Theological Foundations for the Christian Life. And I'm so very glad that you are in this course, and I am very grateful to be here with you, walking you through these materials. I promised you a video today on the major assignments for the course. And so I'm going to be looking at the two big ones um, at the end of the course, but a couple of things before we get to those. First of all, thank you to those of you who have already responded in the Introduce Yourself forums. I want to encourage you to continue to do that. Answer two responses to classmates by Sunday. And if you're running into any issues, please send me an email, message me here on Canvas, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, definitely within 24 hours. The other thing I want to talk with you about is my late policy procedure for assignments. Um, it's going to be different for different assignments. The one that you're going to want to be paying very close attention to each week has to do with the discussion forums. And you'll see that we have at least one per week, and then week 7 we have two. But this learning activity 1.10 is actually another forum for you to partake in, and it's over your reading of Thielicke's a little exercise for young theologians. But here's the deal on these. Be sure to read the instructions for each of them. They're not all the same. These are going to be due either the Thursday or the Friday of each week. Okay, so I am going to give grace week 1, but beginning week 2 with the week 2 forum, this needs to be turned in by the date specified or the day specified, no later than Thursday. Okay, so grace for week 1, I believe that one is also due on Thursday. I'm just going to look at these as well with you and make sure. The 5th day of the unit, which is Friday. Okay, so the 5th day of the unit for 1.10, and I'm going to do a welcome to week, whatever it's going to be, each week of the course, and I'll go over this again. But just wanting you to see these. The week 1 forum is due by the 5th day of the unit. Okay, so week 2 is a little bit different, but I think I may have a talk with myself about week 2. So I would be paying special attention uh, to week 2, to the week 2 welcome video. I'd hope you pay attention to all of them, but I'd pay special attention to that one because I may give you to the 5th day of the unit, which is Friday. All right. So my late policy for discussion forums, okay, is your original response must be turned in no later than Friday of each week. And there's a reason for this. Because we're totally online, we don't have the opportunity for classroom engagement and discussion like we would if we were in a traditional classroom setting. And so it's important for us to have those initial forums in so that it gives your classmates time to respond to you, gives me an opportunity to engage with you as well. So on the forums and the other these weekly discussion forums, please try to have your uh, your posts in by Friday before your head hits the pillow. Um, and of course, your classmate responses need to be in by the end of each week, which is the Sunday before your head hits the pillow. So that's for the forums. For all of the other written assignments for the readings, you're going to be doing some stuff with Simply Christian. You're going to be writing. You're going to be doing a lot of writing. Okay, but for those are all going to be due at the end of each week. And what I like to do is give a day of grace. The only week that won't be applicable is week 7, when I have to have everything in by the time the class ends on that Sunday. I'm going to be giving you, I'll give you a day of grace. Okay. So if it's turned in on Monday, you're good to go. Okay. But you drop a letter grade. Your paper starts out with a B. You can think of it as an 89, if you will, if it's extended to Tuesday of that week. So I hope that's clear for you. And again, I'll be coming back to you each week at the beginning of the week. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, that's not what this video was supposed to be about, but I did need to get that out there for you. And so I wanted to make you aware of that. Okay. Now, for your assignments, I want you to go ahead and be aware of these two major assignments that come due at the end of the class. And they're both due week 7. So I just want to hit these and call your attention to them. I am not going to sit here and read all of this because you can do it. The Theology and Life project is due at the end of the course. The big thing here is that it cannot be done in the confines of a local congregation. We're asking you to connect with someone else in this class or someone who is willing to work on the project with you in order to complete this assignment. So, a part of the purpose of the project is to help you see the value of creating and leading teams to address issues. Okay? This is important. Each project must involve a minimum of 2 people and no more than 4. All right? Now, each project is going to present a written report about the project. All right? This is something that may need to be updated down the road. But we give you these. These need to be turned in by the Sunday of week 7. Okay? So I'm going to let you read about that. Okay? And because we want you to expand outside of just writing, because there needs to be an application piece. And so this brings together everything that you've been reading, everything that you've been learning, and then makes application. All right. So here is what your written report must include. All right. So I hope if you have any questions about this, please let me know. And I'll be saying more about this as we go through the course. Okay. Now, the other big written assignment that you'll have at the end of the course is your statement of faith. Okay. Now, and here it is. Assume that you have a friend, not a believer, who is reasonably bright and interested in becoming a believer. They have asked you, if I become a believer, if I become a disciple, what must I believe? And based on what you have learned in this session, write a 1-page, single-spaced statement of faith. This is the kind of assignment you should write and rewrite and probably rewrite at least one more time before you submit it. All right. And we've given you a sample and been very clear as to don't copy this and don't go on to the internet and copy other statements of faith. We want to hear from you. Now, you may say, oh, 1-page single space. No big deal. This is huge for so many reasons. This is a challenging but rewarding exercise for you to do. And so I wanted to get these out here to you out front during the Getting Started week and make you aware of these because they're not due until the end of the course, but I wanted to just go ahead and get them in your mind. You can be thinking about them as you're doing your reading and as you're doing your other writing. There are other assignments. Of course, I'll be talking about them as we go through the course as well. Again, if you have any questions at all about anything, uh, again, you email me, let me know. I'm here to help you. If you have questions about the materials and we can dialogue about it, would love that opportunity with you. So, from what I call my fortress of solitude here on Old Norcross Road, this is my study at the church where I serve as a minister. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Depending on where you are in the country, stay warm, stay safe, and God bless you. And I'll be checking in on you again. Get those introduce yourself posts in. And again, I look forward to the next couple of months with you guys. So, those Skyhawks, and have a wonderful Friday.